Have assembled, so we'll go ahead and call the agenda meeting to order. First order of business is to approve the minutes from the last agenda meeting. You all have seen those. Are there any additions or corrections?
No.
All right, seeing none, all those in favor of approving the minutes say aye.
Aye.
The minutes are approved. All right, we have two tariffs and new orders today, and then case discussion, then closed discussion for litigation. Also, we'll point out, I'm sure you all have heard, this will probably be our last, if everything goes smoothly, short-handed meeting. The governor made an appointment this week of Senator Jason Holzman to fill the vacancy, and I understand he should be approved tomorrow. So hopefully.
I might echo, Mr. Chairman, that finally, in my tenure here, we finally have all former senators.
All senators on the commission.
It's
So.
about time.
Smartest people
I
on
think
earth.
it's probably unique in the nation from
Right.
what I gather.
It took us 5 years to get rid of Dano.
This is Missouri. Missouri.
So, all right. Well, with that, we do have some business to do, so let's go to tariffs and new orders. First up, file number ER 2020-0147. This is in the matter of Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren, Missouri's electric service tariffs adjustment relating to MIA Rider EEIC. Last November, Ameren, Missouri filed tariff sheets for adjustments to its approved MIA program's energy efficiency investment charge. Those tariff sheets have a January 21st, 2020 effective date and were later substituted. Before the deadline for staff to submit responses to the substitute tariff sheets, staff and the company submitted an initial stipulation and agreement, and the company requested a waiver of the rule that requires the commission to either approve or reject tariff sheets by January 21st. Of the tariff sheets submitted as substitutions by Ameren, there was one sheet that staff and the company proposed to be changed in an initial stipulation and agreement. 7 days have passed, and so the commission can now consider that agreement as unopposed. The commission's decision on the initial stipulation and agreement will be addressed in a separate order, but this order suspends the tariff sheets until February 1st and directs the company to file a revised sheet consistent with the agreement. The order also grants the unopposed request for a variance from the 60-day rule of the commission. So with that, I recommend that we support the order as drafted, version 2.
I am in support as well.
I am in support.
I am in support.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 2, say aye.
Aye.
Order is approved 4-0. Finally, file number ER 2020-0147. This is in the matter of Union Electric Company, DBA Ameren, Missouri's electric service tariffs adjustment relating to the same thing, MIA Rider EEIC. Following up on the previous order, this order approves the initial stipulation and agreement filed by Ameren, Missouri and staff on January 7th. Staff and the company initially disagreed on the calculation for a rebasing component adjustment concerning MIA Cycle 2. Staff's recommendation was to approve all the tariff sheets aside from the one concerning the final rebasing adjustment calculations. In the prior order, we just suspended those tariff sheets until February 1st. Under the terms of this agreement, Ameren, Missouri and staff will work on an agreement on the final rebasing adjustment and submit either an agreement, a report, a proposed procedural schedule to the commission by the end of July. No parties have opposed the agreement, and I recommend that we support the order as drafted, version 1.
As do I.
I'm in support.
I am in support.
All right. All those in favor of approving the order as drafted, version 1, say aye.
Aye.
Order is approved 4-0. Thank you, Judge. That's all the tariffs and new orders we have for today. We do have a case discussion, which I believe Judge Clark has prepared a memo on, but Judge Woodruff will be presenting for the discussion today. Judge Clark, at a public hearing?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, this will be taking up the Evergy's motion for clarification or rehearing. There's a separate order, a request for rehearing filed by public counsel in this case. That's not to be, we won't be discussing that today.
Okay.
That'll be coming up in a few weeks. Essentially, this was a disagreement and a request for clarification about how to recover the cost of energy efficiency upgrades in the PAYS program, whether it be done through a fixed charge through the PAYS tariff or as an administrative program cost through the MIA DSIM tariff. the company and public counsel are essentially in agreement that it should be, that the immediate costs of the upgrades to the customer's property would be recovered through the HAYES program. The administrative costs would be recovered through the broader MIA program.
Okay. That was my understanding of our discussion prior, so that's actually the position I would take as well. The one shared by OPC and the company
Regarding that issue, yes. I
regarding that
agree.
issue.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm fully in support of that.
I agree
Okay.
on that.
And then there was another question about the time to file a proposed PAYS program. The report and order indicated that they were to file it within 60 days after the effective date of the order, which would be March 1st. I understand there's some clarification that you want to make to that.
So through that discussion, if you all remember, Commissioner Kinney rightfully pointed out we're doing a 1-year pilot in a 3-year program. So that gave flexibility to the company and the parties to figure out how to best implement it. With that being the case, I think we should clarify to 60 days before they implement the program. Since we're not making them implement it right up front, they can do it sometime in the next 3
Right,
years.
that was my, if you recall, I had said that I didn't think the program was properly vetted, not to say anything about the program, whether it's not a great program or we'll wait and see how it works. It was just that I wanted to give the company and the parties time to get it right. So if they're going, my intention was that they could have they would notify us 60 days before they start the program.
Yeah, and I think that clarification makes sense since we're, again, not expecting them to start it on day one of the MIA cycle. So I think that we should make that clarification. We'll see if everyone else agrees, but
Yeah, I wanted to have more time to continue to negotiate and work out opportunities. So yeah, I'm fine with giving them additional time.
Yeah, that works.
okay.
And
And is
Judge-
that something you can do by delegation?
If you tell me to.
Yes.
I think that would make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're told. You've been
Commissioner Reed, you
told.
good with that?
Yes.
Let him do that by delegation.
Okay, I will issue that, and that will only be on the 60-day
Just on the 60-day clarification.
clarification, yes.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Before we end up with that, I would like to emphasize would be my position that the company and OPC used this time to explore more earnings opportunities for the company. I know that the issue about the 5% cap came up. That was discussed and stuff, but that was kind of like an incentive for the company. So I want them to look for more earnings opportunities for the company to make this a good program. And I think if the company would look at Dr. Mark's testimony, that'd be a really good place to start some negotiations.
Good.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Judge. Is that it on this?
Yeah, I just have the next item, too.
Oh, all right.
Publication.
Proceed.
Can you go sit back in the
Yeah, we have the publication
Oh, the
list
publication
for,
list.
We
Yeah.
just did this.
Well, we did January through April. Right? It's January, February, March.
yeah, this is April, May, and June of 2019. Same as before, the highlighted cases are on here to recommend to be published.
Okay.
And if you have any changes, if not, just we need a vote to approve the list.
I do not have any changes.
I have no additions or changes.
I think you selected good ones.
Can we vote for them all at the same time, or
Yes,
do we
we
do
can.
this
It's a great idea.
individually?
Commissioner, I think that's a great idea. We'll make a motion to approve April, May, and June in one vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Approved 4-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. We do have closed litigation, but before that, we'll just go over some scheduling. Let's see. Today, there is a local public hearing in Ameren's rate case ER 2019-0335. That's in Cape Girardeau. at 6 p.m. Commissioner Coleman will be there. Thursday, January 16th, another local public hearing in that case. Two of them actually. One in Sunset Hills at noon, Commissioner Roop. The other at the Wainwright Building in St. Louis, Commissioner Coleman at 6
Yes.
p.m. Monday, January 20th is Martin Luther King Day. Tuesday, January 21st, we will have agenda at 8:30 a.m. that morning with a USB meeting following agenda that day. I will note that if the Senate stays on its current schedule, that'll be our first agenda with the new commissioner, and I believe there's a plan to have a little reception for him after agenda for the people here at the agency.
And that's on next Tuesday,
Next Tuesday, agenda at 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah. There's also a local public hearing in the Ameren rate case that evening here at the PSC in room 310 at 6 p.m. Commissioner Coleman will be attending that. Wednesday, January 29th, we have agenda currently scheduled at 9:30. I would like to see if the commissioners would be opposed to moving that to Tuesday, January 28th, instead of Wednesday that week. Does anyone have any conflicts?
What time?
What time would you suggest, Commissioner? Do it
9:30 or after, just nothing before 9:30.
9:30 is fine with me. We can do 10 if you need an additional buffer for a conflict.
Yeah, let's do 10 just to make sure.
10 o'clock?
Yeah.
So we'll move Tuesday, January 28th at 10 a.m. Does anyone have objection to that? All right. Monday, February 3rd, we have a local public hearing in ER 2019-0374. This is Empire's case. There will be one in Bolivar at noon. Commissioner Roop is scheduled for that one, and then Joplin at 6. Commissioner Roop is also scheduled for that one. Tuesday, February 4th, local public hearing again in that case in Branson at noon. Commissioner Roop. Wednesday, February 5th, agenda is scheduled at 1. We had been doing the first Monday of the month at 1 o'clock for prior Commissioner Hall's OMS scheduling. That's not necessary as of right now, so if anyone wants to be consistent and move it to 9:30 or whatever our normal time is, we don't have to do it later anymore. So I would recommend we move it back to 9:30 and just kind of keep that as our normal time.
Works for me.
Fine.
Okay, so that February 5th will be at 9:30. The week of the 9th through the 12th, again, is the NARUC Policy Summit, which I believe most of us will be attending. So Wednesday, February 12th is also a holiday, but also travel schedule. So I would suggest we move agenda that week to Thursday, perhaps at 1 o'clock, to accommodate travel schedules back from NARUC. Is there any opposition to that? Or
Sounds good.
all right, so Thursday, February 13th at 1 o'clock. I expect most of us will be calling into that one, especially with Valentine's Day the next day.
Oh,
So, all right, well, that gets us out through February 13th now. So that leaves us with closed litigation. Any other discussion before we make a motion for that? All right, I make a motion to go into closed session under 610.021 sub 1 RISMO to discuss pending litigation.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 4-0. We will clear the room for the litigation discussion.